Mid-American Energy and you, together partnering to change the energy landscape by pioneering money-saving, energy efficiency programs and building a new industry in Iowa, wind energy, all while keeping your rates low. So what's next? We'll keep delivering cost-effective energy efficiency programs while putting money back in your pocket. That's right. You decide how best to spend your savings. That's a partnership good for you, good for the environment, and good for Iowa. Another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
At Central College, we've got you covered. Safe, affordable, health conscious. Our tuition is less than $20,000 a year, and scholarships are available. Make your best decision ever and apply today.
Nothing feels quite as free as being out here.
Except this free soda.
Where'd you get free soda?
At Casey's, you can win all kinds of free stuff.
I love free.
Then you'll love this. Bought this jerky, won this free donut.
I love donuts.
And these chips can win me the big one.
What?
A free concert from country music superstar Lee Brice.
I love free Lee Brice.
With Casey's Summer of Freedom sweepstakes, the more you buy, the more you can win, including a free Lee Brice concert for your town.
Free Lee!
No.
Des Moines. The yeses are silent. The fun is always loud. And now it's easy to plan your Des Moines adventure. Introducing the Catch List. A list of all things you can't miss. All the thrills, all the chills, hops and drops. Des Moines is a city of love that'll put a smile on your face. It's easy to picture yourself here. Find your adventure at catchdesmoines.com/catchlist today.
You are my favorite place to go. You're at the end of my favorite.
You work hard to feed them well. That's why at Fairway, we work hard to give you the freshest produce, the highest quality meat, and the most affordable prices.
You shed a light that guides me home.
I got it.
You're my favorite.
Fairway Meat and Grocery. It's what we're all about.
In Iowa, we all play by the same rules. Hard work pays off, practice makes perfect, success is something you earn, and teamwork helps us all be winners. The Iowa Pork Producers Association is proud to support statewide high school athletics, because on our team and on yours, what we bring to the table is what brings us all together. Learn more about our commitment to Iowa at iowapork.org.
I hear you're looking for a great college where you can get an affordable education. SWIC is the place for you.
I appreciate the personalized attention.
And I've gotten to meet people from all around the world.
The SWIC student housing is incredible.
I like SWIC's hands-on training.
And I'll start my career in 2 years.
I can schedule my classes online or face-to-face.
SWIC feels like a community, like family,
like home. SWIC is a place for you.
The Iowa Farm Bureau is proud to present this amazing state tournament and celebrate the accomplishments of Iowa's top teams and student athletes. To the Iowa Farm Bureau, this is more than just a sport. It's a chance for a small town kid to make it big. It's our future leaders. It's a reason to do more, to be more. And it's that farm strong spirit that can be found only in Iowa. Congratulations to the student athletes, the coaches on a successful year. And remember, the task ahead of you is never greater than the strength within you.
We might not always know what the day will bring, but some things are certain. The sun will rise and your lights will go on. That's because at Mid-American Energy, we're obsessively, relentlessly committed to providing you energy when and where you need it, to connecting with you and keeping our communities safe and strong. Because the most important thing we put our energy into is you. We're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
cheering? How about St. Mary's fans? You ready?
Hello from Fort Dodge. It's the Harlan and Hazel Rogers Sports Complex. The Iowa Girls State Softball Championships are presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau right here on the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company. Hello, everybody, and welcome behind home plate as we get set for this second Class 1A quarterfinal here on the Kruger Seeds field. And it is the number 2 seed, Wayne of Corden, 23-4 on the year, taking on the number 7 seed, Remsen St. Mary's, who is 21 and also has 4 losses. The winner of today's contest will move on and play in the semifinals on Wednesday at 1 p.m. Let's take a look at the roads to state. How do these two teams get here? First of all, for the 7 seed, the Remsen St. Mary's Hawks, they come in with a 21-4 overall record. Head coach is Monty Harpinu. They were the champions of region number 1. They defeated Akron Westfield, one of the perennial powerhouses in Class 1A, to get here to this state championship game, state championship tournament. They are the 4th state tournament appearance and ranked number 9 in Class 1A. And for the Wayne Falcons, who come in as the number 2 overall seed, the 3rd straight appearance for the Falcons. The Lady Falcons of Wayne come in at 23-4. Helen Fortune is the head coach of the Lady Falcons. They were the champions of region number 3, where they defeated conference opponent Lennox, was also a ranked team when they defeated them in Class 1A region number 3, making their 6th state tournament appearance, 3rd straight here in Class 1A. They are ranked number 2 in Class 1A coming into today's contest. That's how both of these two teams got here. We're going to be talking about both these teams as we go on here throughout this afternoon contest. The second game being played here on the Kruger Seeds field. The first game was number 1 Newell Fonda squeaking past North Butler, who upset their way to get here to the state tournament and just about came away with another upset over Newell Fonda, but it was a 2-0 victory for the Mustangs of Newell Fonda over number 8 of North Butler. Also currently going on over in the Iowa Central field is number 4 Southeast Warren, and they are taking on number 5 Signory. All right, we're going to take a break here from Fort Dodge. We're going to come back in just a couple of minutes. You're watching the Iowa Girls State Softball Championships presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau on the IGHSAU Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company.
Mid-American Energy and you, together partnering to change the energy landscape by pioneering money-saving, energy efficiency programs and building a new industry in Iowa, wind energy, all while keeping your rates low. So what's next? We'll keep delivering cost-effective energy efficiency programs while putting money back in your pocket. That's right. You decide how best to spend your savings. That's a partnership good for you, good for the environment, and good for Iowa. Another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Nothing feels quite as free as being out here.
Except this free soda.
Where'd you get free soda?
At Casey's, you can win all kinds of free stuff.
I love free.
Then you'll love this. Bought this jerky, won this free donut.
I love donuts.
And these chips can win me the big one.
What?
A free concert from country music superstar Lee Brice.
I love free Lee Brice.
With Casey's Summer of Freedom sweepstakes, the more you buy, the more you can win, including a free Lee Brice concert for your town.
Free Lee!
No.
Sometimes people who seem to know everything.
Dental insurance costs a fortune and it covers nothing.
Don't. For instance, personal plans from Delta Dental cut the cost of many procedures in half. So be careful what you hear.
How important are teeth anyway?
Get the facts. Contact Delta Dental about saving with personal dental plans today.
Back to Fort Dodge, it's the IGHSAU State Softball Championships presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau right here on the digital network, which is powered by our friends at Mid-American Energy Company. The Iowa Farm Bureau is the sole title sponsor of the IGHSAU and is presenting sponsor of the state softball tournament. The full name of the Thank you to our friends at the Iowa Farm Bureau. Well, we're getting set for our number 2 seed taking on the number 7 seed. The number 2 seed is the Wayne Lady Falcons. They're going to be on the third base side with the Remsen St. Mary's Hawks down at the first base side. And we mentioned the Lady Falcons making their third straight appearance here to the softball championships. They fell in the first round last year to Linville Sully. They got off to a hot start. They scored first in the top half of the first inning and going to look to do so again here today. For Wayne, it's been since 2010 when they were the runners-up in 2010 to BCLUW. That's the last time they were able to get out of the first round with a win. 2020, 2019, and 2014. Their last 3 appearances here, finishing 6th in 2014. They were 1-1 in 2019, and of course just played 1 game last year here at the state tournaments. In 2012, they finished 8th overall, and then as we mentioned, they were the runners-up in 2010, looking to make a run, and can be one of the favorites, can be definitely talked about as one of the favorites here in Class 1A this season. They arrived at the tournament winners of their last 20 games, as the coaches will come down and talk about this one with our umpires. Wayne winners of their last 20 straight games after starting the season with 4 straight losses to just 3 wins. They won their first 3 games and they lost 4 in a row, went 3-4 through their first 7, but then have rattled off 20 straight wins here to get down here to the state tournament, where they are 20 outscoring their opponents 27-6 throughout their regional tournament. On the flip side, Remsen St. Mary's, we mentioned, knocked off perennial power Akron Westfield in the regional championship round. Akron, 6 state titles and 15 state appearances over the last couple of decades. And for Remsen St. Mary's, outscoring their opponents 24-6 throughout their regional tournament, where they started with a win over Kingsley Pearson 11-1, followed by beating Westwood 7-2, and then that Akron Westfield game, which was quite the game, 6-3 was the final score in that one. Ranked number 13 in the final rankings, and again, as I mentioned, knocked off the 6th ranked Westerners there, who have won back-to-back state titles in 13 and 14. Mentioned 6 straight titles for them. Head coach Monty Harpenu, in his second year, 31-7 is his overall record at Remsen St. Mary's. He has 1 state tournament appearance, and that is this one right here. Along with that appearance in 2013, the last time the Hawks were here, they also appeared in the state tournament in 1986 and 1999 are the last 3 state appearances for Remsen St. Mary's. And we're going to toss it upstairs here in just moments for our starting lineups. As everybody gets set here at the Kruger Seeds Field, the Iowa Girls State Softball Championships are always presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau right here on the IGHSAU Digital Network, which is powered by Mid-American Energy Company. And we'll toss it upstairs right now for the starting lineups.
Gentlemen, and welcome to Rogers Sports Complex in this 1A quarterfinal game between the visiting team, the Wayne Lady Falcons. Let's try that again. The Remsen St. Mary's Hawks. the semifinal round on Wednesday right here at Kruger Siege Field at 11 o'clock. Now let's meet your non-starters. First of all, for the visitors from St. Mary's. Number 4, Bella Arends. Number 6, Kelly Arends. Number 8, Tessa Tinninger. Number 9, Melissa Short. Number 14, Jordan Huffenoff. Number 21, Octavia Gallus. Number 27, Hannah Klein. Number 29, Tori Gallus. And number 30, J.C. Holman. The assistant coaches, Jared Shutt, Lexi Huffenoff, and Nelson, and Jeremy Bunkers. Now here's your starting lineup for the St. Mary's Hawks, leading off and playing shortstop, number 3, Maya Bunkers. Playing second at first base, number 31, Cody Ortman. Playing third and playing second, number 12, Bethany Johnson. Cleanup hitter for the Hawks, a designated player, number 5, Anna Conover. Playing fifth at third base, number 11, Carmody Ricky. Playing sixth in left field, number 22, Sydney Schrader. Playing seventh and doing the catching, number 24, Hallie Gallus. Playing eighth in right field, number 10, Mason Schrader. Playing in the ninth position, the center fielder, number 16, Claire Schrader. And your next player, pitcher, number 7, Maria Cronin. And coach for the St. Mary's Hawks, Monty Huffenoff.
6:30 this morning, I haven't stopped, so there you go.
It's working.
Yeah, doing good.
Wayne Lady Falcons. Number 5, Amaya Hawkins. Number 13, Clara O'Brien. Number 22, Devin Davis. Number 26, Samantha Kent. And number 33, Amy Gobin. Your assistant coach, Dally Lane. Now here's your starters for the Wayne Lady Falcons, leading off and doing the pitching, number 66, Sterling Bent. Batting second in right field, number 82, Jade Harvey. Batting third in center field, number 2, Maya Willie. Cleanup hitter for the Lady Falcons, the third baseman, number 10, Emily Jones. Batting fifth and doing the catching, number 3, Cameron Jacobson. Batting sixth in left field, number 15, Abigail Henderson. Batting seventh at shortstop, number 19, Izzy Moore. Batting eighth at first base, number 18, Skylar O'Brien. Batting in the ninth position, the designated player, number 8, Allie Jo Fortune. And your flex player at second base, number 14, Brooklyn Reed. Head coach for the Lady Falcons, Heather Fortune. Ladies and gentlemen, please turn your attention to our home plate area. The umpires for this contest, as assigned by the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. At first base, Gary Wax. At third base, Jason Lewis. And calling the balls and strikes this afternoon, Bruce Kaiser. All right, who's ready for state tournament softball?
Well, welcome back here behind home plate as we get set for our first pitch in this Class 1A quarterfinal today between the number 2 seed, the Wayne Lady Falcons, 23-4 on the year, and number 7, Remsen St. Mary's, who is 21-4. The winner of this contest will get the winner of number 3, Lisbon, and number 6, Clarksville. Those two teams will take place about 1:30 over across the way on the Iowa Central Diamond. This is the Kruger Seeds Diamond. As you see, the higher seed, the Lady Falcons, will be the home team. They will bat at the bottom half of the order. They will play in the field first, and it'll be our first chance to take a look at number 66, Sterling Bent, the junior, 24 appearances this year, 146 1/3 innings pitched. She's allowed just 22 earned runs, a 1.05, yes, 1.05 ERA, 200 297 strikeouts. I'm sure she's looking for number 300 here today. 61 hits given up. She's only walked 23 batters over that 146 and 1/3 innings. She's hit 4 batters. She has 19 wins, just 3 losses, and 1 save. She's been in to save 1 time so far this year, this season. And again, wears number 66, something different you don't see very often in the game of softball. Kind of cool, actually. I kind of like it. You see her wearing 66, and Jade Harvey, you heard her introduced. She's going to be in right field out there, looking up at the sky right now. Jade Harvey wears number 82. Those two fun numbers, 66 and 82, you see for the Lady Falcons of Wayne. All right, Remsen St. Mary's will step in. We'll see 1, 2, 3 in the top half of the first inning for the Hawks of Remsen St. Mary's, and a big cut at the first pitch. Be a swing and a miss, strike 1. Maya Bunkers is batting here for the Hawks of Remsen St. Mary's. Wears number 3, as you see, batting from the right side. Second pitch is hit. Foul territory. A nice effort over at first base by the first baseman O'Brien. For the Lady Hawks, Skylar O'Brien, a freshman over there at first base. 11-0-2 pitch, and that one's going to be down in the dirt, our first ball in this game. 1 ball and 2 strikes now the count to Bunkers, the freshman. Plays third base for the Hawks. Gets this one fouled back once again. Back into the netting screen here behind us. You watched the state tournament before, but just joining us after a couple of years. Maybe you haven't seen it for a couple of years. Just a netting here behind home plate now. It used to be a fencing, but just a nice little netting. Same one you'll see towards the pro lengths, as there's a swing and a miss. Ball did get down in the dirt, so a great job behind the plate by Jacobson as she fires it down to first base on a drop third strike. It'll be out number 1. Jacobson, nice little throw to O'Brien down at first base. O'Brien easily able to make the put out. Ortman will step in and bat now for the Remsen St. Mary's Hawks. Ortman wears number 31, and this one is fouled down the first base side. You see Remsen St. Mary's going after those first pitches, going after the count early, trying to go after pitches. Knows that Bent throws a lot of strikes. We talked about that with 297 Ks this year. That one towards the top half of the zone. Great job by Ortman as she held back on it. It'll be a ball. You saw Ortman really wanted to go after that pitch, but decided to hold back on it and stay. So we'll have a ball and a strike with an out here in the top half of the first inning in our Class 1A quarterfinals. This one is going to be a fair ball as it touched the glove over at first base of O'Brien before it scooted into foul territory. And it's going to be a runner on base, the first one for the Remsen St. Mary's Hawks. As Brittany Johnson will step in now. It is going to be ruled a hit. So a single for Ortman over at first base. And we've got a courtesy runner stepping in now as Brittany Johnson will bat. Trying to catch the number on that courtesy runner over at first base. Brittany Johnson, a senior, will take the first pitch. That one's outside for a ball.
Courtesy runner at first base, number 21, Octavia Gallus.
Octavia Gallus, number 21, is the announced courtesy runner over at first base for the Hawks, trying to get on the board early. 1-0 count to Johnson. That one will miss high for a ball. We mentioned the Lady Falcons here a year ago where they were the lower seed. Now they get to play as the home team. They were the away team last year against Linville-Sully. And they got a bat first, and they got out early and were able to score runs, but Linville-Sully came back and won the contest. Now you see Remsen St. Mary's, who's also a lower seed, now in the same spot as the Lady Falcons were a year ago. They've got a runner over at first base, and they're going to try to get on the board here early as Bent is going to try to stop that. It will be a 3-1 count now here on Brittany Johnson. See something a little bit different there on the backs of the Remsen St. Mary's Hawks. Got the numbers below the names below the numbers instead of above the numbers, as their school logo is on top, and that's going to be a 5-pitch walk to Johnson. So the Hawks will have runners at first and second. As Gallus will move over there to second. Anna Conover, senior right fielder, will step in now. 30 hits on the year. She does have 18 RBI, and she has a chance here to bring a couple in, or at least one. Could do so with a base hit in the cleanup spot for the Hawks. First pitch goes inside, and it will be a ball, and it will be a 1-0 count. Mentioned Remsen St. Mary's comes in as a 7 seed, though a 7 seed that can win big games, along with beating Akron Westfield in the regional final. That one's in there for a called strike. Also played another close game with Akron Westfield earlier in the season. It was the third time the two teams had met in the old Vertage is hard to beat a team 3 times. Held true as Remsen St. Mary's was able to find that win. It will be a swing and a miss. Ball did come out of the glove behind the plate of Jacobson, but she's able to keep it in front of her, keep the runners at bay, and it will be a pitcher's count 1-2 here for Bent. This one in the air towards left center field, and it's going to get down for a hit. Runner is off to third, and she will be out at third base. So they're still going to get a hit, or get a out, as the ball will fall in. It will be a single out into left field, and Gallus will be out as Henderson is able to fire it into Jones, who steps on the bag for out number 2. So the Falcons do get an out, and the runners will stay where they were the previous at-bat. Different runners, though. Johnson moves up to second base, and with the single, Conover is at first base. Here's a set in the pitch. This one is fouled back here, right back at us. Here behind home plate. Apologize for that noise you just heard as softball crashing into us right behind home plate. Runners at first and second, 0-2 count. Swing and a miss, and the runner is at first base, so they can't. She can't advance. They will fire down to first base, and she is out at first base. So it will be 2 runners left on base for Remsen St. Mary's, as the Lady Falcons are able to get out of it after a half. Remsen St. Mary's 0. Hawks of Lady of Wayne coming up to bat next, right here on the IGHSAU Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company.
We might not always know what the day will bring, but some things are certain. The sun will rise, and your lights will go on. That's because at Mid-American Energy, we're obsessively, relentlessly committed to providing you energy when and where you need it, to connecting with you and keeping our communities safe and strong. Because the most important thing we put our energy into is you. We're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
At Central College, we've got you covered. Safe, affordable, health conscious. Our tuition is less than $20,000 a year.
Back to Fort Dodge, it's the IGHSAU Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company. You're watching the State Softball Championships, presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau, as the Lady Falcons were able to strand a couple of Hawks on a couple of hits from the Hawks, and now we're going to see Remsen St. Mary's in the field for the first time, and Cornyn, a freshman pitcher, 20 appearances, 110 1/3 of an innings pitch. She's allowed 36 earned runs, a 2.28 ERA, 108 Ks, 89 hits, 64 walks. She's hit 12 batters. She has a 17-3 record on the year. She wears number 7, and she'll be in the circle today for the Hawks of Remsen St. Mary's. Sterling Bent will step in first. She pitched the Hawks, or the Lady Falcons, out of the top of the first inning, and now she will bat first. And the first pitch is a swing and a miss and a strike. Both teams going after that first pitch. We'll see Harvey, 82. She'll bat second, followed by Wiley, who will bat in the 3 spot. The 0-1 pitch is sent in the air towards center field, and underneath it to make the catch is Schroeder for out number 1. Nice routine play there for Schrader. Didn't have to move too much. Just a little bit to her right, our left, and she's able to make the play. As you're going to see this one once again, just a routine pop-up out to Schrader. A couple of steps to her right and makes the play for out number 1. Stepping in now is Harvey, and she swings at the first pitch, swing and miss. Both teams now have come out swinging. Both teams know that it's important to get out early. Remsen St. Mary is able to put a couple of runners on in the top of the first. Now the Falcons trying to do the same. That one is going to be outside for a ball. Great group of umpires we have here at behind the plate over at third base and at first base. 3-man crew. Doing this Class 1A quarterfinal. Great group of guys. The best in the state. Swing and a miss, strike 2. And Sterling has a 1-ball-and-2 strike count now. Harvey, the right fielder for the Falcons. Bats from the left side. And swing and a miss. Strike 3. She'll go down. The first strikeout of the ball game. 109 on the season for Corning. That's out number 2. As Maya Willie will step in, the senior center fielder. 41 hits on the season, which is second on the team. Emily Jones, who we could see, the only batter that has more hits, and add another one on there as a beautifully placed base hit. Maya, not much better you could have done with that one, as nobody plays in that area of the field. Right past the right side of the bag. Let's watch that one again. Absolutely love to watch good hitting, and that's a good piece of hitting right there. Runner at first base now for the dangerous Emily Jones, who will step in and bat in the 4 spot. And the first pitch is going to be sent straight back at us and fouled off. Jones also a left-handed batter, and we mentioned the ever dangerous. We're going to talk about Emily Jones all night, all afternoon long here on the broadcast. One of the better hitters you're going to see in this state tournament, and that's going to be a ball. It's going to be a pass ball. Wiley will move up on that pass ball. 1-1 strike now the count. Jones, 47 hits, 38 RBI, 10 doubles, 2 triples, and 4 home runs this year. And she was the one that got things started for the Lady Falcons a year ago, right here on this same field, as that one misses downstairs for a ball. It'll be 2-1 strike. The Falcons batted in the top half of the inning as they were the road team, road team a year ago, and Jones with a double in her first at-bat last year to score a run. A double here would also score another run as she swings at that one and misses the rise ball. It'll be 2 strikes. And got the Falcons out on top, but it was Linville Sully who came back and won that contest. Bottom half of inning number 1 here at the Iowa Girls State Softball Championships is the quarterfinal round. Quarterfinal day today, tomorrow. As we'll see all of our classes from Class 1A to Class 5A, and they're all streamed free for you right here on the IGHSAU Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company. As that one misses again, it'll be a full count. 2 outs, full count. Bottom half of inning number 1. Nobody's scored yet. The Lady Falcons are threatening, as did the Hawks in the top half. This one sent out deep to left field. Jones towards the wall. It's off the wall. 1 run will score, and Jones, just like a year ago, has a double and has the Lady Falcons out in front 1-0 here in the bottom half of the first inning. Emily Jones doesn't disappoint as she picks up her 39th RBI this year. It's her 11th Yes, 11th double. And back-to-back years, her first at-bat of the state tournament is an RBI double for Emily Jones. Big players show up on the big stage, and Emily Jones is one of them. 1-0 now the score for the Falcons, as that one is in there for a called strike. Batting here in the 5 spot is Cameron Jacobson, the catcher. She's the senior, 24 hits, 21 RBI on the year as well, so she's racked up some good totals throughout the season for these Lady Falcons. There's a swing and a miss, good pitch. Running with an 0-2 count to start off with 2 outs, trying to get the Hawks back to the dugout and get out of this one with just 1 run in. And this one is hit out into center field. It's going to find the gap. Jacobson is being waved home by Coach Fortune, and it's an RBI single. Back-to-back RBIs on a line drive right up the middle. It's going to be a single. And the Falcons now lead 2-0 here early in the first inning. As Abigail Henderson will step up in the 6th spot. Lady Falcons going to try to keep it going. Let's watch that one again. I'd like to see the RBIs. Henderson takes the first pitch outside. They're going to fire over to first base. Not going to be in time. Time is called. So 1-0 count to Henderson. Bats from the right side for the Falcons. You can see there where's number 15. Good crowd on hand here as well, as you see the fans from Remsen St. Mary's. They're behind the left-handed batter's box. That one misses again for a ball. It'll be 2 balls and 2 strikes. Very active catcher behind the plate is Gels. You've seen her very active. She's always looking at the runners at second base, looking at the runners at first base, never just catching the ball and going in motion just back to her pitcher, always looking to see if she can find an out. There's a base hit into right field. It's going to be a single. It's going to move the runner to third base. The 6-hitter Henderson keeps the hit line going here for the Lady Falcons, and now it's 1st and 3rd for the Falcons. With 2 outs. All this being done here for the Lady Falcons with 2 outs. Heather Fortune talking to Izzy Moore now, who will step in on the right side. Let her know what she should do here to try to score another run. The first one is in there for a called strike. Runner will take off and there will be no throw. So Henderson will get safely to second base. So both of them are in scoring position now at 2nd and 3rd for the Lady Falcons, as the Hawks will try to find the put-out pitch. 0-1 is our count. This one's fouled back once again. And it'll be a 0-2 count. So right where they want them. Remsen St. Mary's trying to get out of it. Cronin trying to get out of it. Her freshman season, trying to help the Hawks get back to the dugout with just a 2-0 lead. And the entire game still to go. So plenty of time for Remsen St. Mary's, just trying to get out of the first inning. This one hit left side, and it's fielded nicely in a play over to first base. 5-3, and Ricky fires it over there. 5-3 the put out for out number 3. Good snag at third base. Gets it over to Ortman. She squeezes it for out number 3. We've completed one. It was 2 runs on 4 hits and 22 pitches thrown there. We'll see Remsen St. Mary's back up to bat in the top of the second inning after 1 complete. It's 2-0. Wayne in the lead right here on the IGHSAU Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company.
Mid-American Energy and you, together partnering to change the energy landscape by pioneering money-saving, energy efficiency programs and building a new industry in Iowa, wind energy, all while keeping your rates low. So what's next? We'll keep delivering cost-effective energy efficiency programs while putting money back in your pocket. That's right. You decide how best to spend your savings. That's a partnership good for you, good for the environment, and good for Iowa. Another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Des Moines. The S's are silent. The fun is always loud. And now it's easy to plan your Des Moines adventure. Introducing the Catch List. A list of all things you can't miss. All the thrills, all the chills, hops and drops. Des Moines is a city of love that'll put a smile on your face. It's easy to picture yourself here. Find your adventure at catchdesmoines.com/catchlist today.
Hey fans, Central College has new tuition price, just $18,600. That means the college experience that opens doors for a lifetime is now more affordable than ever, and scholarships are still available. Apply today at central.edu. That's central.edu. Sarah Eggleston with you behind home plate as we get set for our second inning. And again, the Hawks of Remsen St. Mary's come out firing, come out swinging as Schrader steps into bat here in the sixth spot. Remsen St. Mary's did put a couple of runners on base in the first. They know they're able to hit Bent. They're going to try to do so here in the second inning. Schrader down 0-2 though as she swings and misses at her first two pitches. Senior plays center field, made a nice catch out there in center field, and a rise ball is able to get Schrader down on strikes in three pitches, and that's going to be strikeout number 3 for Bent, and by my count, that would be her 300th career strikeout. So 300th strikeout this season, excuse me, as that one is outside for a ball. Sterling Bent, 300th strikeout this season, third here in the game. A 1.05 ERA this season. She has been phenomenal. 1-0. And that one misses for a ball as well. It'll be 2 balls and no strikes. So we mentioned for Wayne, they started off the season 3-4. They won the first 3 games, Twin Cedars, Central Decatur, and East Union. They started off 3-0, right where they wanted to be. That one misses, top half of the zone. In there for a strike. 2 balls and a strike the count. And then went on a little bit of a 4-game losing streak. As a ground ball right back to Bent. She fields it nicely and will fire over to first base. Score that one 1-3 as O'Brien squeezes it. But those 4 losses for the Lady Falcons of Wayne weren't just to any teams. Carlisle, Assumption, Southeast Warren, and Clark. And if any of those names sound familiar, there's some pretty good softball teams in those mix, and all 4 of them are here at the state tournament. That one's in there for a called strike. Lost to Carlisle 3-2, lost to Assumption 8-2, Southeast Warren 3-2, and then lost to Clark 2-1. So all of them were close games, and all of them are state tournament teams. Ben kind of gave a little smile to her catcher Jacobson as she threw a rise ball, but Schrader did a great job of holding back on it and kind of smiled, thinking, hey, that's a pretty good pitch. She just held back on. Now a bunt down the third base side, and the play is going to be made. A great one by Emily Jones as she fires the runner out at first base in time for out number 3. Emily Jones can do it with the bat. She can do it with the glove, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for the Lady Falcons. We head to the bottom half of the first. After 1.5, it's 2-0. Lady Falcons right here on the IGHSAU Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company.
We might not always know what the day will bring, but some things are certain. The sun will rise and your lights will go on. That's because at Mid-American Energy, we're obsessively, relentlessly committed to providing you energy when and where you need it, to connecting with you and keeping our communities safe and strong. Because the most important thing we put our energy into is you. We're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Back here to Fort Dodge, it's the IGHSAU State Softball Championships, presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau and powered by Mid-American Energy Company. As you see, Skylar O'Brien stepping into the box there, clearing a little dirt out of her way before she gets set. As the Falcons will set up here for another run here in the bottom half of inning number 2. They scored 2 runs in the bottom half of inning number 1, getting out to a 2-0 lead. We'll see 8, 9, and 1. So we'll flip the order over here for the Falcons coming up. Those are all due up, 8, 9, and 1. It starts off with O'Brien, who lays off of that one. Outside, it'll be 1 ball and 1 strike here, the count. That one's in there for a called strike. As looked like the same pitch, but she was able to locate that one in the strike zone. Went right back to it and found a strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes now the count. Newell Fonda, the team that was able to win their first round game as the number 1 overall seed. Played this Remsen St. Mary's team in the regular season, and it was Newell Fonda who came away with the victory. So you see some teams that see each other in the regular season and then meet up again in the postseason or in the state tournament. 2 balls and 2 strikes now the count. Just 4 losses on the season for this Remsen St. Mary's team, and 2 of them were to Akron Westfield. Ground ball to the first base side, and that's a routine 3U. 3 unassisted play by Carly Ortman over at first base. Nice little play here by Ortman as she just scoops it up nicely and steps on the bag. Fundamentally sound routine for Ortman. Fortune will step in and bat now. Allie Jo Fortune, 8th grader, batting for the Falcons. That one misses for a ball. Was not a part of, obviously, the runs the last 2 years, so making her first state tournament appearance. We'll see how she's able to do with that, how able to handle that. 13 hits this year, 5 RBI, a couple of doubles. Big cut there. She goes right after it. So it swings through it. It'll be a miss. 1 ball and 1 strike. Heather Fortune, the head coach, 14 years. You see her down the third base side, 13 years with this Lady Falcons squad. She's been the coach for all 6 of the state tournament appearances, including 3 straight. 312 and 100 is her career record. That's a pretty good one. In 14 seasons, that's a lot of wins. This one's fouled up towards the fans over there. Again, the Remsen St. Mary's fans off the first base side. The Lady Falcons fans across the way from them. On the third base side, here at the Kruger Seeds Field, Harlan and Hazel Rogers Sports Complex. Beautiful facility, the host of the IGHSAU State Softball Championships, presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. There's a swing and a miss and a big strikeout for Remsen St. Mary's, and you love to see the smiles there between the pitcher and catcher after finding that strikeout. As we'll flip back over the top of the order for the Lady Falcons for the first time. Been 0 for 1 in the contest. She'll step up, and she cuts at the first one, swing and a miss. Second inning, 2-0 our score. As you see there in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen, you can also see the count, the outs, and if we're in the top or the bottom half. There's a bunt attempt. As that one will miss for a ball. As you saw, Bent wanted to go after that one, but held back on it. And she ties up the count at 1-1. This one in the air towards left center field. It's going to be down. A diving attempt from the center fielder Schrader, but it's going to be a double for Sterling Bent, as that one nearly found the wall there in left center field after it got down. And the Lady Falcons again with 2 outs. We go back to talking what we were talking about in the first inning. Both of the runs and a lot of the hits for the Lady Falcons in the first inning came with 2 outs. Now here we go. They get the first 2 batters out. The Hawks do have Remsen St. Mary's, and here come the Lady Falcons again with 2 outs and a runner on second base now. Harvey will step in, and the first pitch will miss downstairs for a ball. It'll be 1 ball and no strikes. Bats in the 2 spot in the order. Harvey 0 for 1 so far in the contest. She struck out looking her last time up. Bounce from the left side, has a runner in scoring position. Nice change up in there for a called strike. And the runner will just take off, and Bent has third base. That's some heads-up base running there for Bent, as nobody checked on her. And she said, hey, if nobody's watching me, I'm just going to have third base. And you'll see it there. Nobody was paying attention to her, and she said, here, I'm just going to have third base. And she gets up and tries to help the umpire there, saying that she was safe, but well in there. No call there. And now a shot out into right field. It's going to drop down for a hit, and it's going to be an RBI for Harvey, the 3rd run into the game. And I'm not sure she would have scored if she was at second base. So that comes up to some heads-up base running there for Bent. And she's able to come in and score on a single. Just blooped right over the second baseman Johnson's head. Johnson made a great attempt at it, but nothing she could do, as that one just a little blooper over her head. Harvey's got an RBI and a single now, and it's a 3-0 lead here for the Lady Falcons. Fouled up and out of play. The scoreboard here at the ballpark says 4, but we've only had 3 runs come in. So I think that's off by 1. Our scoreboard also says 3. But we will verify that and make sure it is just a 3-0 game. It should be more than that. Ground ball to the right side. Snagged and fired over to first, and it's going to be in time for the out. So the Hawks are able to get out of it, but not before the Lady Falcons add 1 more run with 2 outs. They get a run on 2 hits. 19 pitches were thrown. Schrader, Bunkers, and Ortman all due up for the Hawks as they try to dig out of a 3-0 hole here in Fort Dodge. The Iowa Girls State Softball Championships presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. We'll be right back.
MidAmerican Energy and you, together partnering to change the energy landscape by pioneering money-saving, energy efficiency programs and building a new industry in Iowa, wind energy, all while keeping your rates low. So what's next? We'll keep delivering cost-effective energy efficiency programs while putting money back in your pocket. That's right. You decide how best to spend your savings. That's a partnership good for you, good for the environment, and good for Iowa. Another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
In Iowa, we all play by the same rules. Hard work pays off, practice makes perfect, success is something you earn, and teamwork helps us all be winners. The Iowa Pork Producers Association is proud to support statewide high school athletics, because on our team and on yours, what we bring to the table is what brings us all together. Learn more about our commitment to Iowa at iowapork.org.
Fort Dodge, Iowa, and beautiful Harlan and Hazel Rogers Sports Complex, the home of the Iowa Girls State Softball Championships presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. You're watching it right here on the digital network as Schrader will step in, and she'll watch the first pitch miss for a ball. This is Claire Schrader, the freshman. Good size for a freshman for Remsen St. Mary's, as she tries to slap that one, but slaps it foul. And it will be a 1-ball-and-1-strike count. Schrader is going to be very helpful in everything that she does at Remsen St. Mary's with the size that she has as a freshman. Listed as a utility player on this team. And now we're going to have a conversation between the home plate umpire and Bent, as it'll be a ball. Left-handed batter is Claire Schrader. 14 hits on the season, trying to get things started for the Hawks. She taps that one right in front of home plate. Beautifully placed. Claire Schrader is on for Remsen St. Mary's. What a nice little slap hit there for Schrader, as she just dudded that one right in front of home plate. Watch this one again. We have to see this one. She just duddens this one right in front of home plate, and no chance that either Bent or Jacobson would have had to make miraculous plays to get her out at first base. That was beautifully placed. And now Schrader's going to take off and run, and she is safe. Claire Schrader trying to get things going for the Hawks of Remsen St. Mary's here in the third inning. She starts off with a beautifully slapped hit softball, and now a stolen base. And a runner in scoring position with nobody out, as the top of the order, Maya Bunkers will step in. Bunkers pops this one up, and it's going to be played greatly by Jacobson behind home plate for the out. Those are crucial outs for the Lady Falcons and for any team when you're playing softball. Those just little pop-ups behind home plate, or maybe one's a left field, or anytime you can get somebody out in foul territory and not allow them to come back up and get another opportunity at it. You never know. One swing of the bat, they could put one over the fence. So if that ball drops there, maybe they hit a home run next at bat. But instead, it goes down as an out. Little foul ball pop up in right behind home plate. Beautifully played by Jacobson, the catcher. A couple of strikes now to start off the at-bat to Ortman. Ortman bats in the 2 spot in the order. She found her way on base via a hit down the first base line her last time up, and a hit here would give Remsen St. Mary's runners moving on the base pass. And we know Schrader can move. She just got a stolen base. This one towards right field. It's going to fall down for a hit. It might be a run. They are going to hold Claire Schrader at third base, but Ortman 2 for 2, and Remsen St. Mary's says, hello, we're here. And they're looking to score some runs here in the top half of inning number 1. Southeast Warren, we just got the update. Southeast Warren with a victory in the 4-5 game over on the Iowa Central field a little bit ago. That one's in there for a called strike. They beat Signory, who is the 5 seed. So both the 1 seed and the 4 seed win in the first round. And we'll see Newell Fonda versus Southeast Warren in the semifinal contest right here on this field at 11 o'clock on Wednesday. This one's fouled back, and it will be no balls and 2 strikes. We did get a correction on the scoreboard. We were right. Just one extra notch accidentally touched on the operator. So it is a 3-0 softball game in favor of Wayne. But Remsen St. Mary's knocking on the door with nobody out, and runners at first and third. Johnson watches that one go. What a great eye there from Johnson. Some hitters, when they have 2 outs, they'll just try to swing at everything. But Johnson, hey, that one's outside. She's going to leave it outside. Did a great job. This one down the middle, and she spoils a great pitch from Bent. Bent with just a nice one. And Johnson spoils it. Foul, so it'll be a 1-ball and 2-strike count once again. Runners at first and third here for Remsen St. Mary's, trying to get on the scoreboard for the first time. And that one rides inside for another ball. Great job again by Johnson. Another one of those that some batters would maybe open up a little bit and just go after something inside like that, but don't. It's going to be a ball, and Johnson does a great job with it. Another foul ball from Johnson. It will stay 2 balls and 2 strikes. Remsen St. Mary's, the 7 seed, trying to hang around here with the 2 seed Wayne, who jumped out early, has scored in both the first inning and the second inning to grow a 3-0 lead. But nobody out. One out, runners at first and third. Ball's in the dirt, and Ortman's going to take off and have second base on a wild pitch. Schrader stayed over at third base. There is 1 out. So now 2 runners in scoring position for Remsen St. Mary's. The heart of their order is up. Johnson, the 3-hitter. And she'll be followed by Conover, who's the DP and the cleanup hitter. Again, fouled back to the backstop. That's what you like to see when you have runners in scoring position. You like to be right there. The 3, 4, the 5 spots. Some of your bigger hitters usually on teams. And Johnson is just that, 24 hits on the year, 25 runs scored, and 20 RBI. She watches that one. It'll be a called strike 3. Good pitch from Bent for out number 2. Anna Conover, the right fielder, steps in. Let's take a look at another strikeout right down the middle. Beautiful pitch there from Bent. There's a little bit of movement on that one, able to fool the batter. One strike and 2 outs. Runners in scoring position, a base hit. We'll be able to cut into this lead for the Lady Falcons. Ooh, a change-up way out in front of it is Conover, as you see the change-up being utilized by Bent. Sterling Bent now over 300 strikeouts this season. She goes right back to the changeup once again. Back-to-back strikes on the changeup. It's a swing and a miss, strike 3, and Bent continues the deal. 2 hits for Remsen St. Mary's. They get 2 runners in scoring position, but Bent able to get out of it right in the middle of the heart of the Remsen St. Mary's order. We'll head to the bottom half of inning number 3. The defense for Remsen St. Mary's comes back right after this on the IGHSAU Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company.
We might not always know what the day will bring, but some things are certain. The sun will rise and your lights will go on. That's because at Mid-American Energy, we're obsessively, relentlessly committed to providing you energy when and where you need it, to connecting with you and keeping our communities safe and strong. Because the most important thing we put our energy into is you. We're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Back to Fort Dodge, the IGHSAU Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy, bringing you access to the IGHSAU State Softball Championships. And it is powered by Mid-American Energy Company. We appreciate all the great sponsors that make this go. As we'll see Emily Jones step in, and Jones takes the first pitch over to the second baseman. Good play by Johnson. She'll fire it over to first in time for a 4-3 putout. Brittany Johnson, just a routine play there. And fields it cleanly on a tough hitter. Gets Jones retired. As Cameron Jacobson will step in now. And bat Jacobson wears number 3, and you'll see her stepping into there to the right-handed batter's box. Jones was a big retire for Remsen St. Mary's there moments ago. The ever dangerous Emily Jones, and got her on the first pitch. This one is fouled up and out of play. It'll be 0-1 in the count, bottom half of inning number 3. Cronin 43 pitches in 2 1/3 innings so far. Couple of runs in for the Lady Falcons. This one's hit high and deep to center field, sending the center fielder back to the wall and making the catch at the wall. Nice catch from Schrader as she catches it with her back pressed against that wall, giving it a ride. Just not quite able to get enough out of it, right at that 200 sign. Here at the Kruger Seeds Field. Abigail Anderson will step up and bat. If you're Remsen St. Mary, you're saying just another out. Lady Falcons giving that one a ride. That was Henderson will step in. Good plate appearance. Henderson 1 for 1 in this contest. She was able to single on a line drive to center field her first time up. Starts with an 0-1 count. Now pops this one up in the air, and it's going to land in the bleachers right behind us. Directly behind home plate. Zerwin Eggestal with you here on the IGHSAU Digital Network. And it'll be an 0-2 count. Again, 2 outs is when the Lady Falcons have scored all 3 of their runs. They're dangerous with 2 outs. And called strike 3. They got out of this one 1-2-3 though. And get right back into the dugout. The Remsen St. Mary's Hawks will take a break. We'll come back for the 4th inning. It's still a 3-0 ball game in favor of the Lady Falcons of Wayne. We're right back on the IGHSAU Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company.
Mid-American Energy and you, together partnering to change the energy landscape by pioneering money-saving, energy efficiency programs and building a new industry in Iowa, wind energy, all while keeping your rates low. So what's next? We'll keep delivering cost-effective energy efficiency programs while putting money back in your pocket. That's right. You decide how best to spend your savings. That's a partnership good for you, good for the environment, and good for Iowa. Another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
The Iowa Farm Bureau is proud to present this amazing state tournament and celebrate the accomplishments of Iowa's top teams and student athletes. To the Iowa Farm Bureau, this is more than just a sport. It's a chance for a small town kid to make it big. It's our future leaders. It's a reason to do more, to be more. And it's that farm strong spirit that can be found only in Iowa. Congratulations to the student athletes, the coaches on a successful year. And remember, the task ahead of you is never greater than the strength within you.
Back to Fort Dodge, the IGHSAU State Softball Championships are presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau and powered by Mid-American Energy Company. Ricky will step in. Carmen D. Recchi, the third baseman, batting here in the 5-hole, and the first pitch misses for a ball. Bent, 52 pitches for her in 3 complete innings. Now 1 pitch here in the 4th inning. Bunt right back to Bent, and Ricky will be out at first base. Ricky was trying to bunt for a hit there, and I'm not sure she meant to get it right to the pitcher, but does bunt out right back to the pitcher, Bent, who fires it down to first base in time for the out. Schrader will take first pitch for a ball here in the top half of inning number 4. 3-0 the lead for the Wayne Lady Falcons, who are in the field right now. That one will miss for a ball as well. White jerseys, there you see for the Lady Falcons in this contest. Also going with the white jersey is Remsen St. Mary's. Theirs completely white. The Falcons have some gray and black on theirs. That one's in there for a called strike. It'll be 2 balls and 1 strike now the count. Schrader is 0 for 1 so far in the contest here in the 6-hole. She struck out swinging in her first at-bat. And now she's even in the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. So Bent falls behind early, but comes back and finds a couple of strikes, and it'll be 2 balls and 2 strikes to count. That one will miss outside for a ball. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Remsen St. Mary's making their first state appearance since 2013. They lost to Newell Fonda in that 2013 appearance, as that's a swing and a miss in strike 3. 1999 was their appearance before then. They lost to North Polk in 1999 in the first round, so looking to make it out of the first round for the first time in school history. 1986, their other appearance here at the state tournament. The summer tournament in 1986. That one is a swing and a miss. Losing in their most recent appearances in 13 and 99 in the first round of Newell Fonda and North Polk. 0-1 is the count. Here's the windup in the pitch. And that one will come inside for a ball. Monty Harpenu is the head coach down the third base side. That one misses outside for a ball. As his daughter Jordan Harpenu, a sophomore on this team. Here's the windup in the pitch. Gallus will have a 2-strike count now. 2 balls and 2 strikes to count. Gallus is 0 for 1 here in the 7 spot. Bent 63 pitches. This one's fouled off again. Sterling Bent, a part of this team a year ago as well. Now a junior. Harvey, a senior. Also was a part of this team a year ago. Foul down the third base side. Third base today for the Lady Falcons is Emily Jones. We've talked about Emily Jones a ton in this game, and that's because she is a fantastic softball player, but it's not just softball. Emily Jones is just an all-around athlete. As that one is high for ball 4, and it'll be a walk to Gallus. And it looks like we're going to have a change at bat here, as we'll have a courtesy runner, and I believe we have a pinch hitter as well. So start with the courtesy runner.
Courtesy runner for Gallus at first base.
And we'll have a pinch hitter as well, as we mentioned. And the pinch hitter is going to be Tori Gallus. So Tori Gallus stepping in for the first time tonight. She's a senior. And she will replace Schrader. 13 hits on the season for Tori Gallus. Will bat from the left side. And the first pitch will miss for a ball. Runner over at first base is a courtesy. 1-0 count to Tori Gallus. That one also misses for a ball. Number 30, J.C. Holman, freshman, will get a run here in Fort Dodge as she's over at first base. So 2 balls here for Tori Gallus. She swings at that one. Will be a swing and a miss. Pinch hitting here in the 8th spot for Schrader. Mentioned Gallus, 13 hits, 9 runs, 7 RBI, a couple of doubles this season. And another pitch for a strike. So after going ahead in the count 2-0, she falls back even with Bent here 2-2. 2 outs in the 4th inning. Remsen St. Mary's trying to get a run across the board. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and Gallus will go down. So Ben will get out of it. We'll strand another runner over at base. It'll be Moore, O'Brien, and Fortune all due up for the Lady Falcons. When we come back, you're watching the IGHSAU State Softball Championships presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. We're back after this.
We might not always know what the day will bring, but some things are certain. The sun will rise and your lights will go on. That's because at MidAmerican Energy, we're obsessively, relentlessly committed to providing you energy when and where you need it, to connecting with you and keeping our communities safe and strong. Because the most important thing we put our energy into is you. We're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
I hear you're looking for a great college where you can get an affordable education. SWIC is the place for you.
I appreciate the personalized attention.
And I've gotten to meet people from all around the world.
The SWIC student housing is incredible.
I like SWIC's hands-on training.
And I'll start my career in 2 years.
I can schedule my classes online or face-to-face.
SWIC feels like a community, like family,
like home. SWIC is a place for you.
Fort Dodge, Iowa is home of the IGHSAU State Softball Championships, which are presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau and presented by Mid-American Energy Company. See the scoreboard popping back up on your screen. A 3-0 lead for the Lady Falcons of Wayne. We're back up to bat here in the bottom half of inning number 4. Izzy Moore will lead things off. 7-8-9. We'll see the back half of the Falcons' order. And normally you want to, this is one of those spots where it could be a defining point in a game sometimes. Right now the Wayne Falcons lead 3-0. But if you can get the back half of your order to get on, or maybe bring one or two around, and then in these spots, because then you flip right over to the top of your order, and obviously, you like to have your top of the order in, right in the heart, as that one's in there for a called strike. 2 balls and 1 strike, the count. So we'll see if the Falcons are able to put some runners on base, flip back over the order, or will it be the Remsen St. Mary's Hawks who will say, absolutely not, we're going to shut you down like they did in the 3rd inning, as that one will ride inside for a ball. It'll be 3 balls and 1 strike now the count. Izzy Moore, an 8th grader, also not a part of this team a year ago, and actually it's an interesting, she's the shortstop, hasn't seen much action there at shortstop yet this afternoon, but a very, very good shortstop as an 8th grader. This one is fouled back. Swings the bat well here in the 7th spot. And she's one of those batters that in years to come is probably going to be a 3, maybe a 4-hole hitter for the Lady Falcons, and going to continue to play that shortstop position. One of the more important positions on the diamond is the shortstop position, and does things right. She's very good at it when we get a chance to see her do it as just an 8th grader. This one's foul tip, and she'll get a chance at another one, and she'll stay alive here. Good hustle behind the plate by Gallus. And she went after that one. She didn't know if it was tipped. She thought maybe it was strike 3, so she got up quickly to try to make the play if it was a drop 3rd strike. Here's the windup in the pitch. And that'll miss for a ball. So Izzy Moore will take ball 4. And just patience from an 8th grader taking a walk. The 6th time she's done that this year. She gets 333. Just phenomenal numbers. Runner at first base. Nobody out here in the bottom half of the 4th inning. As you get the 7-hitter on, now the 8-hitter will come to the plate. O'Brien, as Cronin still dealing in the circle here for Remsen St. Mary's, the 7 seed, trying to pull the upset. But have a lot of work to do with the bats, and they got to get the Lady Falcons out here. Throw down to first base, not going to be a time. Good throw. Time is called. Couple of balls to start off the at-bat here to O'Brien, the 7-8 hitter, She grounded out to the first baseman, 3 unassisted. Nice little play by Ortman her last time up. We saw that one on replay. Here's a ground ball to the second base side. Could be 2, over to second for 1. They get the lead runner. Not enough time for 2 as the throw pulled the bunkers nearly off the bag, but she's able to make the play. So a fielder's choice. Johnson flips it over to the shortstop bunkers, and Moore is out. Score that one 4-6 on the fielder's choice. And she's able to squeeze that one. Nearly comes out of her glove, but a great job by bunkers to squeeze that one. See there on replay. O'Brien over at first base. That one will miss for a ball, and the throw down to first base again is not going to be in time. Ball and no strikes is the count. Gallus again coming up firing as she has been. Fortune, the designated player in the 9 spot. 0 for 1 so far in this one. That one's down in the dirt. It's going to be a wild pitch. It's going to allow O'Brien to move over to second base. So a runner in scoring position here with 1 out for the Falcons. We'll see if the Falcons can score with less than 2 outs. All 3 of the runs that the Falcons have put across the plate so far in this contest, in the first inning and in the second inning, have come with 2 outs. They would like to do it with less than 2 outs. Remsen St. Mary's wouldn't like them to do it at all. They would like to get out of it. This one's a swing and a miss. Good pitch there from Cronin. And it'll be 2 balls and a strike here in the bottom half of inning number 4. Heather Fortune giving the signs to Allie Jo Fortune, who is the batter. 2-1. It is bunted back to the first pitcher, rather. And it'll be a sacrifice bunt. It'll move the runner over to third base. So that will go down as a sac bunt there for Fortune, as they will try to flip the order back over to the top as Bent will step in. Sterling Bent 1 for 2 in the contest, and we talked about it. You get the couple of runners in the bottom half of the order to get on, move one over to third base, and now you have your top of the order coming up with a runner in scoring position. And again, there's 2 outs. So if the Lady Falcons are able to find a run, this one is hit pretty well as it's fouled off down the third base side. If they are able to find a run, it will be the 4th run they've scored with 2 outs here in this Class 1A quarterfinal. Our 3rd Class 1A quarterfinal. This one to the second base side. It's fielded nicely and fired over to first base. Great play there by Brittany Johnson in time for out number 3. Scored 4-3, and the Remsen St. Mary's Hawks are able to get out of it. We head to the 5th. It's still a 3-0 lead for Wayne. We'll be back right after this. You're watching the IGHSAU Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company.
College, we've got you covered. Safe, affordable, health conscious. Our tuition is less than $20,000 a year, and scholarships are available. Make your best decision ever and apply today.
Back to Fort Dodge as you see beautiful Harlan and Hazel Rogers Sports Complex, the home of the IGHSAU State Softball Championships. We're on the Kruger Seeds Field here. You can see just behind the concession stands and all those people. On the other side, you can see the foul poles there. That is the Iowa Central Field, which is currently hosting Lisbon and Clarksville, the 3 seed and the 6 seed. That game taking place over there on the Iowa Central Field. Southeast Warren, the 4 seed, and New Alfonda, the 1 seed, were winners earlier to this morning in the Class 1A bracket. So both of the higher seeds will advance. Signory and North Butler fell in those contests as they will fall back to the consolation side and play on Dodger Field. And it's an early base hit for Schrader in the 9th spot. And it will be an error ruled on Jones. So it's a slap hit and an error. I wasn't sure if they were going to give her an error or if they were going to give her the base hit for it. It was bobbled by Jones, but a nice play by Schrader nonetheless, and she might have been safe, but they do rule it as an error as that one's fouled back to the backstop. And so Schrader is on with the air, and Bunkers will step up here in the 1 spot. So if you're Remsen St. Mary's, what a great opportunity here. Nobody out, runner on. The 9-hole hitter is on. She's going to take off, and she will slide in safely. It's the 2nd stolen base of the ball game for the 9-hole hitter, Claire Schrader. And she will make it over to second base. Take a look at that one again. Just beating the throw in there and is safely. Ground ball left side. Going to have a chance to beat it out. Is she safe? She is. What a hit there for Bunkers, the leadoff hitter. And Remsen St. Mary's is a roaring here in the 5th. Schrader moves over to third base. Runners at first and third. And Coach Fortune is going to come out and have a conversation. As you saw that one again, just a beautiful play over at first base. Running to first base is Bunkers, as she just slaps that one down. Both of the base runners here for Remsen St. Mary's in the 5th inning have been little slap hits. And how effective are they? They're showing you right now. Now if you're Remsen St. Mary's, you got to try to bring some runs in. Remsen St. Mary's has left 5 runners on base so far in the contest and have runners at first and third with nobody out. Any shot to the outfield. Preferably, if you're Remsen St. Mary's, you saw Coach Harpenu talking with Ortman, who comes in 2 for 2 in the contest. And if you're Coach Harpenu, saying, hey, get that to the right side of the infield. Get it to the right side of the outfield. And maybe they're just going to bunt her. She is squaring. So they're going to try to bring home the run via the bunt, and she gets hit. But she was offering and squaring to bunt, so she will have to stay. So Ortman was trying to bunt there and was trying to bring the run home. The softball hit her, but she offered at the pitch. And so she will have to stay and bat again. 0-1 the count. They're just going to maybe have her swing away this time. They will, and she'll take a ball. 2 for 2 in this contest, kind of who you want to swing away and go after one. And both of the pitches she's hit so far in the game have been to the right side. She singled on a ground ball to first base and hit a little blooper over the first baseman's head. Now she's going to try to bunt again, first base side. It's bunted nicely, and she's going to be safe at first base. The runner's on the way to third. It was mishandled along the first base line, and Ortman's going to be safe. A run comes home to score, and Bunkers is at third base. Let's watch this one again. She tried to squeeze the runner home, and Bent picked it up and tried to lay the tag, but when she moved the glove to lay the tag, the ball comes out of the glove, and she's safe over at first base. It will be an error, and now another bunt attempt is offered at. So the error will go on Bent. Schrader will come home to score. Bunkers is at third base. And it's a 3-1 softball game. It's anyone's game. There's a swing and a miss. 0-1. 0-2 the count. On Johnson, the second baseman, she's 0 for 1 so far in the contest. Ortman has had a fantastic day at the plate, and it continued as Johnson will go down for the first out. If you're Remsen St. Mary's, you're saying, hey, we're down by 2. Still have more runners on base. Have runners at first and third. Conover comes in. She's 1 for 2 in the 4 spot. How nice is it to have a runner at third base and your cleanup hitter at the bat? That's what Remsen St. Mary's and Coach Harpenu have right now. This one to the right side. It's going to be beautifully placed. It's a base hit and an RBI at that. It's a 1-run ball game. Conover with her second hit of the game brings in a run. Ortman moves up to second, and it's a 3-2 softball game. Here come the Hawks. Ricky the batter. We are going to have a runner over at first base, and it's going to be Jordan Harpenu. First time we're going to see Jordan Harpenu in this game. And she will run for Conover ever at first base.
Bench runner at first base, number 14, Jordan Harpenu.
So Harpenu will step in. Ricky is the batter. She's 0 for 2. She was out on a drop third strike her first time, and she bunted out her second time. She sends this one to center field, and it's going to be caught. And a great throw. Look at that by the center fielder, Willie, as she gets that one back in and says, nobody's running on me. Oof. If you're a base runner and you see that, you're going to definitely watch yourself. If you're trying to move on bases when that one's into center field, as that was an absolute laser caught from center field. Not that Ortman was going anyway, because it was shallow center field. Ball down on the dirt, good stop behind the plate by Jacobson. So not that Ortman was going anywhere anyways, but Willie gets the opportunity to show off her arm. She's going to take that opportunity, and she's going to do so. 3-2 is our softball game here in Fort Dodge. You're watching the IGHSAU Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company. Tournament is brought to you by the Iowa Farm Bureau, always supporting the Iowa girl. Got a bunch of Iowa girls out on the field right now trying to make it big here at the state tournament. That one's in there for a called strike. 2 balls and a strike now. The count to Schrader. This is Sydney Schrader. And we'll foul this one off and will land on top of the dugout. That one couldn't have sounded very, very good over there on the first base side. Sure, heard a little bit of a bang there in that dugout. 2-2 pitch. Ground ball, third base side, and Jones will touch it foul. Talked about Emily Jones. She does about everything. Made a nice play over there at third base earlier in the game. Now touching that one up foul. Top of the 5th inning here in Fort Dodge. Bent up to 88 pitches, 4 2/3. First runs she's given up so far in this contest have come here in the 5th inning. It was 3-0 Wayne coming into the 3rd, and now it's 3-2. The 5th, and now it's 3-2. Bent will fire the 3-2 payoff pitch, and it's fouled off. Great job there by Schrader staying alive. Looks like the armband for Schrader. Talk about interesting. The armband there for Schrader. That's how they do the signs. Numbers or sequences, something within that armband. But here's a swing and a miss, strike 3. Bent is able to get out of it for out number 3, but not before Wayne is able to add, or rather Remsen St. Mary is able to add 2 runs. And it's back to a 3-2 softball game. We'll head to the bottom half of the 5th right after this on the IGHSAU Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company.
Mid-American Energy and you, together partnering to change the energy landscape by pioneering money-saving, energy efficiency programs and building a new industry in Iowa, wind energy, all while keeping your rates low. So what's next? We'll keep delivering cost-effective energy efficiency programs while putting money back in your pocket. That's right. You decide how best to spend your savings. That's a partnership good for you, good for the environment, and good for Iowa. Another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Sometimes people who seem to know everything.
Dental insurance costs a fortune, and it covers nothing.
Don't. For instance, personal plans from Delta Dental cut the cost of many procedures in half. So be careful what you hear.
How important are teeth anyway?
Get the facts. Contact Delta Dental about saving with personal dental plans today.
Back to Fort Dodge. It's the IGHSAU State Softball Championships, presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. Powered by Mid-American Energy Company. Fans, you have friends at home that were unable to make it to the game along with you, make sure you tell them to tune us in here. You can find the game where you found it on the IGHSAU.org. Jade Harvey will step in 1 or 2, 3, 4. And Harvey takes the first pitch and sends it to center field. It's going to be a base hit. So Harvey and the Lady Falcons are back in business here in the bottom of the 5th inning as they find their 7th hit of the ball game. Here's that throw that I was talking about last inning. Look at that laser. See that here on replay. That was the throw Willie in center field with an absolute laser from center field as this one's fouled back. You saw the whole thing there, right to the chest at third base. Now, perfect timing as she's into bat here in the 3 spot. Here, 1 for 2 so far in the game. And that one will miss outside for a ball. They will throw it down to first base. It gets past Ortman. It's into right field. But Harvey wasn't watching it. And I don't know that she would want to take off anyway if she was. She was kind of looking back towards home plate. I'm not sure she originally saw that the ball had got away from the first baseman, Ortman. But good play by the right fielder, Gallus, who comes in and makes that play. One is our count here in the bottom of the 5th inning. The Girls State Softball Championships. That one is inside for a ball. All of it will come to you here on the IGHSAU Digital Network. Quarterfinals and the semifinals, our championship games, will be on TV and streamed by our good friends over in Iowa Public Television. That one will miss for a ball as well. It'll be 3 balls and 1 strike now the count. From beautiful Harlan and Hazel Rogers Sports Complex in Fort Dodge. And I just saw just recently, within the last couple of weeks, that the city of Fort Dodge had come to an agreement to host the softball state championships again over the next few seasons. So that's good to see that things will be coming back here to Fort Dodge over, I believe, the 5 seasons is what I saw. So that's pretty cool to see. Always love to come to Fort Dodge. Beautiful facilities in a great town. 3-2 is the count. The payoff pitch is sent foul and over to the media area there. Over the TV cameras, TV stations that are videoing this game for highlights to come later on your local television screens. And hey, it's a dangerous job over there. They're right in the field of play and had to jump out of the way of that one. Maybe they got a good shot of the ball coming right at them. Maybe you'll see that one on TV as well. 3-2 payoff pitch coming once again. This one again is sent foul. Ooh, that one got right off the top of the fencing. Some good target practice here for Willie, as that one literally bounced on top of the fence in foul territory. And those bars, those aren't very thick. This normal fencing you see at your local high school field, it bounced on top of the fence. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Big strikeout for Remsen, St. Mary's, and Cronin. As that gets Willie out, but now you got Emily Jones coming to the plate. Emily Jones 1 for 2 in this contest. Had an RBI double in the bottom of the 1st inning to score the first run of the game. Now a 3-2 lead for Wayne, as Remsen St. Mary's was able to score a couple of runs in the top half of this inning, and Wayne trying to extend their lead with the runner over at first base. And the first pitch against Cronin is sent into right field. It's going to be another base hit for Emily Jones. The runner's going to try to go first to third. She does. Now Jones taking off for second base. She's safe. The ball's into right field. Here comes the run home, and safe at home. Harvey will be home on a throw that scooted out into right field, on a throw on Emily Jones. The miscommunication there by the Remsen St. Mary's Hawks is going to lead to the 4th run of the game. So it's going to be a base hit. We'll try to score this one for you. It's going to be a base hit you just saw there on replay. Out into right field. Harvey went first to third on the base hit. So there was no error there. But then on the throw, Jones tried to move up to second base, and I think she was going to be safe. So she's there on the throw, but then the error is going to be charged and scores Harvey, and she comes in. So the error will go on Ricky, the third baseman, as she throws that one out into right field, and Jones is at second base. She stayed, even though the runner did come home, so she stayed at second base in a 4-2 game. So on the play, the runner is safe at third, Harvey. Then Jones moves up on a throw. She was going to be safe anyway. And then Harvey coming in to score is where the error is going to be. Fly ball routine out into left field is caught by Schrader. Sydney Schrader, the senior, makes it out in left field for out number 2. As Abigail Henderson will step in and bat now. She's 1 for 2 in the 6th spot. Ricky at third. Bunkers is the shortstop. Johnson at second base. Ortman is the first baseman. Gallus is the catcher. That's Haley. First pitch misses for a ball. Sydney Schrader in left field. Claire Schrader in center field, and in right field is Grayson Schrader. Here's the pitch. This one is foul down the first base side. Grayson Schrader back out in center field. Or, excuse me, in right field. So Schrader's all over the outfield here for the Remsen St. Mary's Hawks. It's a 1-1 count to the six-hitter Henderson. This one's fouled back. 1 ball and 2 strikes down the count. Henderson, her one hit tonight, this afternoon I should say, was a nice little line drive into center field, and she also struck out looking. She's 1 for 2. 4-2 is the score in favor of the number 2 seed Falcons. And that one will miss high for a ball. Remsen St. Mary's was hoping to get Henderson to bite on a changeup, the top half of the zone, but are unable to. Last time that the Wayne Lady Hawks were out of the first round, they were the runners-up to BCLUW in 2010. This one's fouled up on a play. Otherwise, in 2012, they finished 8th place, losing in the first round. And then in their consolation games as well. In 2014, they lost in the first round, came back and finished 6th place, winning their second game and then losing again in the fifth place game. That one will miss outside for a ball. In 2019, went back to just a consolation game. So a consolation game and then a semifinal game. They were 1-1. Where the Hawks, the Falcons, lost their first game and then won their consolation game. And then they lost in the first round to Linville Sully last year. And there was only 1 game played last year. Everything going on with the global pandemic. Speaking of that, what a great job the IGHSAU and all the girls and coaches did across the states with that over the last year. And they fell last year in that first round. So 5 appearances, runners-up in 2010. That's where they're seeded this year, seeded as the number 2 seed, which obviously if we weren't to play the games and just to give people places, that's where the Lady Hawks are scheduled to finish as 2nd place. But, of course, they have gold on their mind. So the Hawks of Remsen St. Mary's upset Akron Westfield in the regional championship game, and now say, hey, we can beat them, we can beat anybody. As they're trying to stay alive here in the first round. That one's fouled up and out of play. It'll be a 3-ball and 2-strike count. Once again, 2 outs here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. As the Hawks trying to get to the 6th inning without any more damage being done. 1 run in so far for the Falcons here in the 5th. It's 4-2. This one in the air towards center field. It's placed perfectly. It's going to get back to the wall. It's going to be an RBI single as Jones will come around and score. Schrader goes back and retrieves it, but it's an RBI single for Henderson. A long at-bat there for Henderson, and she just, nice piece of hitting here, low in the zone, and she just plops that one out in center field. As the Grayson Schrader, the right fielder, goes up and scoops it up, brings it back in, but Jones with 2 outs, you're moving on the crack of the bat when there's 2 outs in an inning, and Jones around third base, she's able to score easily, and it's now a 3-run ball game once again. Cronin's first pitch is fouled up and out of play by the 7-hitter in the order, Izzy Moore. Again, another run scored with 2 outs here for the Lady Hawks. A majority of their runs scored with that with 2 outs, and after giving up 2 runs to Remsen St. Mary's in the top half of this inning, they're able to get those 2 runs back with a 5-2 lead now. 3 runs once again. Deep breath from Cronin, and it will miss for a ball. 1 ball and 1 strike now the count. Couple of outs here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Thanks for watching here on the IGHSAU Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company. The Iowa Girls State Softball Championships are presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. That one's in there for a called strike. And we'll see a 2-2 count with 2 outs here in the 5th. Cronin sends this one to the plate. Ground ball to the shortstop and fired over to first base in time. 6-3 as the put-out Bunkers makes a nice play over to Ortman in time for out number 3. 3 runs, or rather 2 runs on 2 hits, and 1 error committed. 24 pitches were thrown from Wayne. All right, we have completed 5 complete innings. It's 5-2. Wayne in the lead. We're right back on the IGHSAU Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company.
The yeses are silent. The fun is always loud. And now it's easy to plan your Des Moines adventure. Introducing the Catch List. A list of all things you can't miss. All the thrills, all the chills, hops and drops. Des Moines is a city of love that'll put a smile on your face. It's easy to picture yourself here. Find your adventure at catchdesmoines.com/catchlist today.
Nothing feels quite as free as being out here.
Except this free soda.
Where'd you get free soda?
At Casey's, you can win all kinds of free stuff.
I love free.
Then you'll love this. Bought this jerky, won this free donut.
I love donuts.
And these chips can win me the big one.
What?
A free concert from country music superstar Lee Brice.
I love free Lee Brice.
With Casey's Summer of Freedom sweepstakes, the more you buy, the more you can win, including a free Lee Brice concert for your town.
Free Lee!
No.
First pitch is in there for a called strike. Back here to Fort Dodge. The IGHSAU Digital Network is powered by Mid-American Energy Company and presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. We head to the top half of inning number 6, where the Wayne Lady Falcons, the number 2 seed, lead the number 7 seed, the Remsen St. Mary's Hawks. And Remsen St. Mary's was able to get on the board for the first time in the 5th inning. They're going to look to do so again here in the 6th inning. They'll start off with Haley Gallus, who's 0 for 1 so far in the contest. 7, 8, 9, back half of the order. We just talked about this with Wayne a moment ago. Now we're talking about it with Remsen St. Mary's, as that one will miss for a ball. It'll be 2 balls and a strike. If you can get a couple or maybe all 3 of 7, 8, 9 on base, then you flip it over to the top half of your order, and boom. Top of your order comes up. You've got runners on base, low outs, and you're looking to score, as that one's a swing and a miss. Strike 2. Good cut there from Gallus, but not able to catch up with it. She's the catcher. Been doing a great job behind the plate today for Remsen St. Mary's. Grayson Schrader looks to be coming up next. She is in the box. She was pinch hit for the last time that spot came up, and there's a swing and a miss. Gallus with a great cut. Not able to catch up with it, though, as the rise ball will get past her.
Gallus goes down, strikes route number 1. That'll bring up the right fielder, Grayson Schrader.
No, they are going to pinch hit once again, so they put on a little bit of a move there, as they had Grayson Schrader warming up in the circle, and then right as the out was made, coming out of the box, or rather coming out of the dugout to hit without taking the warm-up swings, is going to be the pinch hitter they brought up the last time as well. It's Tori Gallus. So a little bit of chest there from head coach Monty Harpenu. As maybe he was just going to, it could have been just deciding depending on what happened in that first at-bat, but either way, it's going to be Tori Gallus who's going to take the at-bats for a second straight time, and the first pitch is in there for a called strike. Pitch hitting for a second straight inning from the left side. Makes a big cut there, but it's a swing and a miss. 0-2. So 0-2 the count to Tori Gallus, who's pinch hitting for a second straight inning. The pitch. This one is fouled up and out of play. And it'll be no balls and 2 strikes once again to Gallus, who bats from the left side. You see there her retrieving her bat and getting back into the box. 5-2 is our score. Here's the pitch. This one in the air towards center field. And it will be a diving catch by the center fielder, Willie. She has had a great game in center field so far in this contest, and she makes it again. We've got to watch that again. Just a beautiful pop-up. It might get down, but Willie says, nope, I got it. Snow cones it with her glove. Makes the diving play for out number 2. And time is going to be called, as it looks like the shortstop Moore is a little shaken up. Not sure if she was also hustling out to try to make that catch, but it was Willie who actually did make the catch, so not sure if Moore maybe pulled something or kind of twisted something when she was heading out towards that softball. And they check on her, and she says she's okay. Tells the third base umpire she's all right, so we'll continue to play softball, and that one will miss for a ball, as this will be Claire Schrader. What a game that the freshman Claire Schrader has had. And she tries for another slap hit. She was on base with a slap hit last time. She does again. The ball is off the fence. Now Schrader's going to try to make it a second, and she's out. Out number 3 as Claire Schrader turns around first base and heads towards second, and she's going to be thrown out. It will be a single. She will be on base with a single, but then thrown out at second base for out number 3. We'll head to the bottom half of inning number 6 right after this on the IGHSAU Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company.
We might not always know what the day will bring, but some things are certain. The sun will rise, and your lights will go on. That's because at Mid-American Energy, we're obsessively, relentlessly committed to providing you energy when and where you need it, to connecting with you and keeping our communities safe and strong. Because the most important thing we put our energy into is you. We're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Welcome back to Fort Dodge, the IGHSAU Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company. Zarin Egestal with you behind home plate as we get set for the bottom half of inning number 6. And coming up to bat in that bottom of the 6th inning is Skylar O'Brien, the freshman first baseman. Will face off against Cronin once again, as that one's a foul tip. 1-1. O'Brien, the first baseman, 14 hits on the air. She's 0 for 2 so far in this contest. This one's popped up in the air towards the right side. It's going to be up and out of play. Ortman gave it chase, but it goes out of play. As the umpire takes a look at the softball, it did go on a play, and a fan threw it right back in to Cronin. but the umpire wanted to look at it to make sure it hadn't hit something and got damaged, as he kind of laughs with her and Ortman when the ball comes back into play. They looked at it. Seems to be okay, so we're going to continue to play with that same softball, 0-2. That one will miss for a ball. 1 ball and 2 strikes now the count. Ortman verbal over there at first base, trying to tell her infield, make sure the infield knows where they're going with the softball. Nobody out, nobody on base, so telling the infield, hey, we're going to 1. I'll be ready for it, throw it over here. And it does come into the infield, a dive-in attempt, and it's going to be a base hit. O'Brien I think she thought that the catch was made. She had slowed up going down the first base side. And a dive-in attempt by Bunkers, not able to make it. As O'Brien is safe over there at first base. They'll have a runner come in for her. Devin Davis will run over at first base. Davis is a really good runner, a state track participant for Wayne. Wayne sent a ton of girls to Des Moines to run on the blue oval this past spring, and Davis, one of them, part of the 4x4 team for the Wayne Lady Falcons, and now she's going to run over at first base, so that makes sense, bringing a straight state track participant to run over and to be your pinch runner. As the top of the, the 9-hole hitter will come in. And we've got a hitter as well, as Brooklyn Reed is in. Nobody out. This one will miss for a ball. Reed has been playing as the flex, so she just comes in to hit here in the 9 spot. For the DP Fortune, who has been hitting in that spot. And it's a 1 ball and 2 strike count now as she fouls that one up and out of play. One ball and 2 strikes. We mentioned it is Reed, Brooklyn Reed, seeing her bat for the first time, been playing second base. Haven't had much action at second base to call her name today. Now she's given a batting opportunity and she goes down on strikes. A good cut there by Reed, but swings through it and it'll be a miss. And it'll be 1 out in the top of the order. We'll come back up for the Wayne Lady Falcons. Let's check this strikeout again. Good pitch. As Bent will step in, top of the order. Cronin fires the pitch, and this one's fouled up and out of play. Bent 1 for 3 in the contest here from the leadoff spot. She was able to reach on her second attempt tonight. She doubled on a line drive off the left field wall. 5-2, you see there in the bottom right-hand corner. It's a score, and Bent gets hit. So Bent is hit with the pitch, and she'll head down to first base. Move runners to first and second now. Still just 1 out. And we'll see Harvey who will step in. Harvey was also on that 4x4 team for the Lady Falcons that reached the blue oval this year, running with Davis, who's at second base. So 2 of the 4 runners on the Lady Falcons state participating 4x4 team. 1 on second base and 1 batting right now. Swing and a miss. Harvey bats from the left side. 2 for 3 so far in the contest and trying to help Wayne extend their lead. Right now they lead 5-2. 10 hits in the ball game for the Falcons, as this one will get away from Gallus behind home plate. It was originally squared to bunt. Originally squaring to bunt was Harvey, but the ball gets away from Gallus as a pass ball, and Davis is going to move up to third. And Bent moves to second base. So both are in scoring position, and this one's popped up in the air, and Harvey is out. Harvey trying to bunt it and try to bunt for a hit, and instead she popped it up. And the Hawks are right there to make the play. Cronin comes out of the circle. Let's watch this one again. Harvey just trying to lay down the bunt, and she just dipped the bat head just a little bit and pops it up, and actually it was the third baseman, Ricky, who comes flying in and makes the catch for the out. And here's a base hit. A couple of runs are going to come in to score, as Willie will find 2 RBIs on a base hit right between the second baseman and the bag there. Great play. Davis scores, Bent scores, and Willie is at second base. 2 more runs coming in. You see it kind of hit the lip there and bounced up, but was going to score 2 runs either way. 2 RBI single for Willie, and it's now 7-2 as Wayne trying to continue to add on here in the 6th inning. Emily Jones steps in, and that one will miss high for a ball. Emily Jones was also a state track participant for the Lady Falcons this year. She throws the discus, and man, does she throw the discus far. You can see the size on her. She hits the softball well, and she throws the discus very, very far. That one misses outside for a ball. She reached the state track meet as a freshman as well for the Lady Falcons. Now a junior. She missed her sophomore season, missed out on a chance to maybe make it to state her sophomore season. Obviously, no state track in 2019. That one is inside for a ball. But so far, 2 for 2 in 2 track seasons she's participated in, 2 years. She's made it to the state track meet as a discus thrower for the Lady Falcons. Runner over at first base, 7-2 is the score. 3-0 is the count. And she takes it inside for ball 4. So Jones will head down to first base. Also scored 21.7 points per game for the Lady Falcons basketball team last winter. So Emily Jones does it all. Leading hitter on the softball team, leading scorer on the basketball team, state track participant. She does it all. And now she's over at first base as we're going to have a conversation as Coach Harpenu will come out and talk with his team in the circle. We mentioned his daughter Jordan running over at first base earlier. His other daughter Lexi is an assistant coach on this team. And to follow up with the summer sports in the Harpenu family, Monty's brother Dean is the head baseball coach. His son Brady is a coach, and their son Blaine is on the team. How cool is that? 7-2 is the score. This one popped up in the air and will make it back towards the netting. And it'll be a foul ball. No balls and 1 strike the count. Lexi was a 2019 graduate of Remsen St. Mary's, where she also played on the softball team. Her dad wasn't the head coach at the time. He's just in his second year here, 2020, now 2021. Ground ball, third base side, snagged at third base, over to first in time for the out. What a snag over there at third base by Ricky. Fires it to first in time for out number 3. And the Hawks are able to get out of it, but 2 runs are able to come in for the Wayne Lady Falcons. We will head to the top half of the 7th inning right after this as the Lady Falcons are going to try to win the game. We'll see if we can see a comeback from St. Mary's of Remsen right after this on the IGHSAU Digital Network.
We might not always know what the day will bring, but some things are certain. The sun will rise and your lights will go on. That's because at MidAmerican Energy, we're obsessively, relentlessly committed to providing you energy when and where you need it. to connecting with you and keeping our communities safe and strong. Because the most important thing we put our energy into is you. We're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
In Iowa, we all play by the same rules. Hard work pays off, practice makes perfect, success is something you earn, and teamwork helps us all be winners. The Iowa Pork Producers Association is proud to support statewide high school athletics. Because on our team and on yours, what we bring to the table is what brings us all together. Learn more about our commitment to Iowa at iowapork.org.
Welcome back here on the IGHSAU Digital Network to Fort Dodge, Iowa, the home of the Iowa Girls State Softball Championships, which are powered by Mid-American Energy and presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. And Bunkers takes one inside. She's hit on the first pitch from Bent. So it's the Remsen St. Mary's Hawks who will need to score. The Hawks will need to score 5 runs to keep this softball contest going and send it to the bottom half of the 7th inning. And they started off the way they needed to with a runner over at first base. Carly Ortman will step in now and bat 2 for 2 so far in the contest. That one is in there for a called strike. She reached on a sacrifice bunt opportunity her last time up. That kept her 2 for 2. It was an error committed by the Lady Falcons, and a couple of runs were able to come in to score eventually, as that one's a swing and a miss. But Ortman 2 for 2 in the game. Singled to first base and popped a ball up that squeaked over the first baseman and second baseman into right field. Her second time up. There's a swing and a miss, strike 3. She'll go down for the first time this afternoon. Second out in the contest, or rather first out here in the top of the 7th inning. 7-2 is a score in favor of Wayne, as Wayne is trying to close out the victory here in this Class 1A quarterfinal. If they do so, they'll go on to take on the winner of Lisbon and Clarksville, which is going on right now over on the Iowa Central field. This one will start for a ball. Here Bent on the batter Johnson. Brittany Johnson in the 3 spot, 0 for 2 so far in the game. That one's in there for a called strike. She walked her first plate appearance and then has struck out the last 2 times she's come to the plate. That's a 1-ball-and-1-strike count here for Brittany Johnson, trying to keep the game going for the Remsen St. Mary's Hawks. Ground ball right back to the pitcher, and Bent is just going to go over to first base. No need to try to turn 2 or go for the player at second base. When you have a 5-run lead, you'll allow her to go to second base. You just want it out where you can get them. Because now the Lady Falcons are 1 out away from the quarterfinals for the first time in 11 years. They were the runners-up in 2010. And they can reach the semifinals for the first time since that year with 1 more out. This one into right field. And it is caught in right field by Harvey for out number 3. And it's the Wayne Lady Falcons, who are headed to the semifinals with a 7-2 victory here in this 1A quarterfinal. We'll take a break, come back, and we will talk about this one next on the IGHSAU Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company.
Thanks everyone for coming out and supporting your favorite team at the old ballpark this afternoon.
Mid-American Energy and you, together partnering to change the energy landscape by pioneering money-saving, energy efficiency programs and building a new industry in Iowa, wind energy, all while keeping your rates low. So what's next? We'll keep delivering cost-effective energy efficiency programs while putting money back in your pocket. That's right. You decide how best to spend your savings. That's a partnership good for you, good for the environment, and good for Iowa. Another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
You are my favorite place to go. You're at the end of my favorite.
You work hard to feed them well. That's why at Fairway, we work hard to give you the freshest produce, the highest quality meat, and the most affordable prices.
That guides me home. I got it. You're my
Fairway Meat and Grocery. It's what we're all about.
Back to Fort Dodge, the IGHSAU State Softball Championships presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau and powered by Mid-American Energy. Fans, Casey's General Store is a proud sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. And today's player of the game, Casey's, is the heart of many Iowa communities, cheering on our local teams and fans and making sure they have fresh pizza ready, win or lose. Sign up for the new Casey's Rewards, the rewards program that gives back by letting you redeem points for Casey's Cash, fuel discounts, and donations to local schools. Casey's General Store brings you the player of the game, and can't go anywhere else than Sterling Bent in the circle for our player of the game. She goes 7 complete innings, allows 7 hits, but no runs earned. She did allow 2 runs, but they were unearned runs. She only walked 2 and struck out 11, which included her 300th career strikeout. Congratulations to Sterling Bent, our Casey's General Store player of the game. A 7-2 victory for the Wayne Falcons as they will head on to the semifinals, beating St. Mary's of Remsen 7-2 here in this contest. 7 runs on 11 hits and a couple of errors for Wayne. 2 runs on 7 hits and 1 error in the contest for St. Mary's. Jones with a couple of hits, including a double that was able to score a run, and the Lady Falcons are off to the semifinal contest. I want to thank everybody for tuning in here to our broadcast of this quarterfinal game between the Remsen St. Mary's Hawks and the Wayne Little Cyclones. We're back for Class 2A coming up next. We're scheduled to start at 3 o'clock. We will not start at 3 o'clock, obviously, due to this game going long. So coming up in a little bit, we'll have Wilton, the number 1 seed in Class 3A, and Pella Christian, the number 8 seed in Class 3A, coming your way right here on the Kruger Seeds Field. Hopefully you can join us and continue to stay with us. I'm Zernig Stahl saying goodbye from Fort Dodge and the Harlan and Hazel Rogers Sports Complex in Fort Dodge.